Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday, the 1st of October. How the years fly by, eh? Well, as we look at the euro dollar first, and I don't know why I'm sitting here on a 60-minute. Well, I was just checking the pivots. The daily time frame here. Well, we managed yesterday to close below the prior lows there, and well, for the end of the month we've really broken down. I keep on coming back to my weekly chart. If it only showed a weekly chart when I clicked on it, there we go, and scroll down a little bit. In fact, I've lost the detail that's below it, but I was looking at sort of this 108 area as possible support or target wise, and well, it may be heading off to that direction. Not necessarily a straight line, of course. All these things may get a retrace. I was looking, there's a slightest bit of divergence going across the lows there originally, but that's not really done too much, and the price has now gone lower. But there is that daily pivot above. It may, if it breaks this upper trend, I say this trend line, you can see, well, you can't see it because I haven't drawn it, but across the top of the price levels here, near term way, we may see a break towards that daily pivot, but I wouldn't hold your breath too much. But if it does get up there, it may be a trade up, but two, it may be a point of sell because it ties up nicely with those prior lows there. So that's really what I'm looking at on the euro. It's a bit difficult trying to get into anything before then, because the target's near-term target, well, looking at that S1, but there could be a chance to roll something down here a little bit more, I guess. Okay, that's the euro. The pound, let's look at it from a daily point of view here. Well, it held up pretty well overall, but I expected it to sell a bit more effectively. It's into the monthly pivot already. Came short, I think, of the weekly pivot yesterday, fractionally. Yep, came short of the weekly pivot. It's, to me, it's not the weakest. But it's got, obviously, with Brexit hanging over it, etc. We could just see it continue to the downside, and well, let's just see what happens here. But for now, untouched daily pivot above. Would like to have seen that hit. Any rallies, anything breaking above that 60-minute 50 may be seen as a chance of a bit more of a bull run towards, I say a bull run, hardly a bull run, but a retrace back to maybe the daily R1 there, the body highs, somewhere in that region. For now, it's a bit of a patience game for me on the pound. The yen, let's have a look at it from a daily perspective here. Well, that's giving the ghost up as well, pushing on towards that daily 200-ish area one day maybe, he says. Came short of the weekly pivot yesterday as well. Does look like it's got further upside to be done. Short term here, well, if it does break down, there is the daily pivot there, but really, again, it's a bit like the euro, would really, or inverted euro. I'd rather be buying on retracements. Okay, Aussie dollar. Oh dear. So the Aussie dollar, they did cut rates as expected, and the market didn't really like it too much. And we're still waiting to hear from, what time did he speak? At 10:20 this morning, the governor. Now, it could change things around on the Aussie dollar. It may be worth watching if you want to be trading the Aussie dollar later. It will give us a bit of future guidance, and that's really what we're looking for. This was pretty much priced in, but all the same, maybe some members of the markets didn't price it in, but it may have been what was said in the statement. I haven't looked at the statement, to be fair. But it does look weak. Retracements look like a good sell point maybe. Okay, Canadian dollar, much of the same really, isn't it? Look, I have suggested we'll see some weakness in this. Maybe it's starting that way, and we'll see a continuation to the upside. Now into the new month, see if it breaks that 60-minute 200, but at the moment I really want to be doing too much. But you can see how choppy it is intraday. It's not the best of markets at this time of the morning either. Quite often it makes it look like it's going to do something lovely, like short off of here back into the middle, but then it just sort of breaks up and then shorts. So I steer away from the Canadian dollar personally. Right, that's pretty much it for me. news-wise out this morning, well, we've already seen the Aussie data. As I said, we've got the Aussie speaker, the governor, Lau speaking at 10:20. Aside of that, got some FOMC speakers speaking at 8:15. Goodness. Manufacturing PMI from the UK at 9:30. It's important in my book anyway. It's been pretty negative, 47. It's under the 50 zone. Watch out for that. Lots more speakers this afternoon. Canadian GDP in the middle of it, 130. Right, and manufacturing PMI in the US at 3. So there are some numbers out there which could create a bit of volatility. Have a great day. Bye for now.